morning. On my way to church. Time change kind of threw me off. You know what I mean? But that's fine. Oh goodness, y'all. There's a lot going on in the world today. I hope y'all are doing all right this morning. I can't complain. Wouldn't do me no good if I did, you know what I mean? Thank you for the like and hello. Got a text message this morning, twice in the last 3 days. I'll say that. From a family member that I haven't saw them in quite some time. I really think the last time I seen them was or saw them is when my pop passed. That's been almost 7 years ago. It was nice hearing from him. We all grew up together in the same way. Me, him, other cousins and brothers. We all grew up in the same neighborhood, and I was the oldest out of the first bunch, so I was kind of like, I guess you could say maybe like the big brother of the group or the guardian or whatever. But we had fun, man. We made things happen. You know what I mean? Made things happen. We had a good time. We fought like brothers. We played like brothers. and there were 6 of us, and I keep in touch with 3 out of the 6 closely. Loosely, I might keep in touch with one more. No, I guess that's a lie. Yeah, no, that's right. There's one of them I haven't heard nothing from or talked to in quite some time. Um, there's no excuse for that. I need to reach out, reach out and check on him, see how he's doing. Anyway, yeah, I'm just observing my surroundings. You all, sorry for the pause there, but it was good hearing from him. Yeah, it was good. Had a birthday not too long ago, and it was really nice to hear from people and having them just knowing they're around, they're still around, they're still doing okay, they're still healthy, you know, still in the right mind. It was really nice. And then I got to thinking about some of the people that's gone. I had a guy I used to work with, real bad diabetic, and he finally got full disability because of his diabetes, and he quit or retired or whatever you want to call it. That happened, I want to say, about 2017, maybe. 2016, 2017. Yeah, I think that's about right. Let's see here. 2015. I think he left about 2016. So we'll say 2017 is when he officially got to retire or whatever. And then I get a text. He died late last year. So he got to enjoy 8 years of life without having to punch a clock. Well, I think about things like that, I've always been partial to talking to the older people at work. I used to hang out with some people my own age and a little bit younger. But when it came to conversation, I never shied away from conversation with some of the older guys. Um, and I encourage you guys to do the same. Find you an older person and sit down and talk to them, man. Let them pour some wisdom into you. Let them pour some life experience into you. I'm telling you, it's not going to be the worst thing you've done, for sure. For sure, it's not going to be the worst thing you've ever done. So, Dwayne, let's see, he was probably in his late 60s when he passed. I think he was like 60, 61 when he retired, so we're going to say about 68, 69. And the older you get to that, or the closer you get to that age, the more it don't seem that old. You know, I've heard my mom in her older years talk about somebody who's died in their 60s, and they'd be like, oh, that's just young. But when I was a kid, I thought 60s was, you know, you're elderly in your 60s. That's what I thought as a kid. That's why I looked at it, and now I realize, no, it's not true. I mean, one of my uncles is doing. Sorry about that, gang. One of my offspring calling, so I have to take that. You never know what's going on. It just so happens it's going to work out where I got to pick one of them up. Thank you for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate you all tuning in. But back to what I was saying, I mean, you know, when you talk to the elders of the group, they don't have to be 60, 70, 80 years old. Talk to somebody who's got a little bit more life experience than you. I mean, you know, if you're in your teens, talk to somebody in their 20s and 30s on up. You know what I mean? You'll be surprised what you can learn from people. And I'm not saying younger people can't teach you something too, because I'll tell you what, there's a couple of guys I used to hang out with all the time. They taught me quite a bit. But anyway, you know, just seek knowledge. Said first seek the kingdom of God, and then all things will be added to you. So, you know, just seek the Lord and pray that He puts the right people in your path, and that everything goes the way He intended, and that's to glorify His name. Excuse me. But man, I'm telling you, the reason why I'm on that. Okay, so like I said, Dwayne, he passed away. He had about 7 to 8 years of time where he didn't have to punch a clock. I had another close friend, colleague of mine. He died at 66. He was going to retire at 67. He was actually going to retire right after his birthday, and he actually died 2 weeks before his birthday. Less than 2 months away. Less than 2 months away from retirement. I had another guy that I worked with. He retired, and about 8 months later, he was dead. He ended up having stage 4 throat cancer. Didn't realize he had it. My father retired, I think, around about 62, 63. He died at 67, so he about 5 years. Another uncle of mine that was like a father to me, he only had a few years of retirement. Why are you stopping? Do you not know what you're doing? Goodness. Sorry, y'all. That's worse than someone who doesn't know how to drive. But anyway, the reason why I'm on this kick is because, these people put in a lot of time into companies and corporations to make a living, and when they finally get time to themselves, and don't get me wrong, these companies and corporations took care of these fellas here in their older age, with retirements, 401ks, still paying their insurance. Well, after they're done working, and I can respect that. But I'll tell you what I can't respect is people who don't take care of their loyal employees. People who's been there 10 plus years, who's given their life to a place. You know what I mean? And I mean, that's what you're doing. Whether you know it or not, you're giving your life, because your life is your time, and you're giving your life to a place. You're punching the clock. You're saying, here's a piece of my life. I'm going to sell you a piece of my life for whatever you're getting paid an hour. That's how much your life is worth. Think about that. What is your life worth to you? Is it worth $7 for 60 minutes? If you break down every minute of your life, you take 7 and you divide it by 60, and that's how much every minute of your life is worth to you. Until we treat our lives like they're priceless, we're going to continue the same pattern. All right? You can believe it or not believe it, but it is the truth. We will repeat the same pattern that these guys who have went on before us has, and that's, let's work our life away. All right, guys. So I'm done talking. I am going to do the same thing that I've done over my last few lives. Well, yeah, over my last few. And I'm going to tell you this. If we're all servants, we all get served. Okay? If we're all servants, we all get served. So, y'all have a good one. I'll get back with y'all later on. Maybe sometime this afternoon. All right? So y'all be good. Love you guys. Take it easy.